Hi everyone, this is Fahad Mirza and I welcome you to the channel. In this video, we are going to have a look at yet another tool which enables you to interact with large language models locally. This tool is different from the rest of the lot in a sense that it is based on a single HTML file powered by React.js and also supports various text generation backends such as Llama.cpp, Cobol.cpp, and various others. This tool is interesting in a sense that it also supports session persistence, which means that the prompt is automatically saved and restored, that allows you to continue seamless across multiple sessions. You can even import and export sessions for sharing or maintaining backups, and it can be hosted on a local Node.js server that enables database access remotely or across your local network. It supports memory, some of the note taking, and also dynamically includes extra information in the context. Let's try to get it installed and we will see how it works. I am going to use llama.cpp as a backend and I will also be showing you how you can get it installed. I also have done various videos in depth on llama.cpp. If you're interested, just search the channel. Before I move forward, let me give a huge shout out to Mast Compute who are sponsoring the VM and GPU for this video. This is the VM which I am going to use, Ubuntu 22.04, and this is my GPU card, NVIDIA RTX A6000 with 48 GB of VRAM. Let me first create a virtual environment. So first what we are going to do, we are going to create a backend. Backend means the tool which is going to run the model locally on our system. And that tool in our case is llama.cpp. Now, as I said, for llama.cpp, the installation is fairly simple. I'm just going to quickly show you what I'm going to do. So I have this directory where where I'm going to download this llama.cpp. So just go to llama.cpp's website, which is um, GitHub repo, and from there go to its release page. From the release page, just download the exe of your operating system. So for example, if you're installing it on Ubuntu 22.04, which is 64-bit operating system, you will download this file, and same goes for Windows and Mac and other operating systems. So I already have downloaded this file. Let me quickly show you. It's a zip file. Once you have downloaded it, you can unzip it with the unzip command, and then there should be a build folder, bin folder, and that's about it. In order to run llama.cpp, you can issue this command. Now all this command is doing, it is starting this llama server or llama.cpp server on your operating system. It is selecting the device, which is my GPU. In this case I just have one GPU, so if I even would have put 0, it should be fine. And then if you see here, this is the path to my model. So this is a gguf format or the quantized version of the model, and in our case I'm using this Qwen 2.5 coder. You can use any gguf file of your choice, and this is where I got it from the Hugging Face, from the Qwen's website or the repo. Qwen is a model from Alibaba, and so what I did, I went to Hugging Face website, went to this model page, and then clicked on this files and version, scroll down, and you can download the quant of your choice. If you have a lower GPU, you can even go with Q2, Q3, whatever you like, but make sure that you download it. And download is very simple. Just click on this right arrow, save link as, and then save it wherever you like, such as I have saved it in my models directory on my local system, and that is what I am giving here. So let me run it, and if you want to learn of course about rest of the lot, just go to my channel and search it with llama.cpp, and you should be able to find heaps of videos around it. Okay, so let me go here and run it, and as soon as I have run it, you can see that it is running on my local host at port 8080, and the model is being served there. So this is how simple that is. Okay, so our backend is running. Let's I will just keep this window running here. I'm just going to go to another window or terminal window, and I'm going to install our this tool, which is Mikupad, and as I said, this is just a browser-based interface on top of this Llama.cpp. And in order to install this Mikupad, the first step you need to do is to just git clone the repo of it, and I will drop the link to it in video's description. Now all you need to do here is run one command which is going to start your Mikupad, and as I said, it is just a browser based interface, and that is all you need to run. That's it. And as soon as I have run it, it opened it in my browser here. There you go. And on the right hand side, you can see that it automatically selected at llama.cpp. It is running on our local host. If you have selected a different port, you can select that. And then there are different templates and hyperparameters like temperature and controlling the output on the right hand side, which you can check out. And if you click on session, this is where you can create a new session. You can import export sessions for later use. Also, you see that you can set your themes here. There is a dark, there is a light, and you can just select whatever you like. Seems quite interesting. I'm just checking all the ones. Okay, so maybe I'll just stick with a dark one because this looks better. And you see, as soon as I click on this predict button on the right hand side, it has started generating the tokens. It is simply doing the auto regression, it seems, with the help of that model. Pretty interesting. And of course, you can change the system prompt and all that stuff. You see, there is a edit button here. You can refresh it. So if I click here, you can change different preferences. And it is going on and on. You can even cancel it from here. So I'll just click on cancel and it stopped. Pretty interesting. In next step, I have just removed the previous prompt and I have changed it to "you're a talented coding assistant. Always respond by incorporating the instruction into expertly written scripts." And I'll just make the change here and then write a Python program to generate random numbers and then just click on predict. There you go. It has started predicting and generating the code. Pretty lightweight and cool, as you can see. Similarly, I just cancelled it, and then you can just change it to any other prompt and you can assign it any other role. Once you are done, you can export by just clicking on export, and then you see it just exported it into the JSON format. And similarly, you can import it back, and as I said, you can set different other parameters. So that's it. Before I let you go, let me also introduce you to the sponsors of the video, who are AgentBot. AgentBot lets you effortlessly deploy a personalized knowledge bot across platforms like Discord, Slack, and others. It is ideal for open source tech communities and startups that provide user support, and I will drop the link to their website in video's description, so please do check them out. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you're already subscribed, please share it among your network as it helps a lot. Thank you for watching.